Hey guys, I'm Dimension Jumper. Today I'll be doing my top 5 announcements that could be seen at the Nintendo Partners Direct. Now, as of a few hours ago of when this video is being made, Nintendo released a announcement for the upcoming um, Nintendo Partners Direct, which is going to be released tomorrow. And yeah, and when it comes to these sort of directs, they normally let's just make announcements for different with different things. It's kind of like with the people they've partnered up with. That's what I'm trying to say. And yeah, and this video is just going to be me to talk about some potential announcements for when it comes to things like clips from games or whatever, or teasers for games and stuff like that. So yeah, so for number 5 is a clip from the Super Mario Galaxy movie. Now, I don't think we'll go. I think it is possible we could get a sort of small clip from the Mario Galaxy movie, but I don't think it is a lot. I don't think it's entirely possible because we did get a Mario Galaxy Direct a while back, and I think we're not going to get another Direct or whatever around Mario Galaxy for a while, or maybe until Nintendo does their main direct, in the next few months or so. But if we do get something related to Mario Galaxy, the Galaxy movie, I think it might just be like a 1 minute clip. Maybe it's just Mario, Luigi, Yoshi, and Toad at the Star Festival, maybe, and it could be something like that. So yeah, for number 4 is a teaser for the Legend of Zelda movie. Now, I think with this one, it's again with like I said with the Mario Galaxy movie point. I don't think the Legend of Zelda movie, in terms of some sort of announcement, is going to be in the Partners Direct. I think it's going to be saved until a potential future Direct, let's for a main Direct or for a Zelda Direct or something like that. But if we do get to see some teaser for the Zelda movie, it could just be Link and Zelda on horseback, or it could be something like recreating the Breath of the Wild teaser we got back in 2014. It could be something like that, where Link is just racing across Hyrule Field and he's being chased by a monster or something. It could be something like that, or whatever. So yeah, for number 3 is Resident Evil Requiem. Now we did get a no. I think what I'm trying to say is for Resident Evil Requiem, there was some videos that talked about Resident Evil Requiem, I think last month, towards the end of last month, early February, and it was the first. And in all the videos, all the people in those videos got to play the first 3 hours or so of the game, and I think with Requiem, because it's coming to the Nintendo Switch, it might get a small trailer or something like that, a 1 minute 30-second trailer or something like that. It's oh, here's some cool things you can do in the game, or here's some additional things early game or something like that. And yeah, I'm a really big fan of the Resident Evil series, and I'm really excited for Requiem. And I think that for this announcement, it could be quite early on, in one of the first few announcements that's shown, because we know that it's coming to Switch, so Nintendo might just be okay, here's some more footage for Requiem. Now let's move on to the other stuff. So yeah, for number 2 is Star Wars Jedi. It's basically the Star Wars Jedi game. So that being Jedi Fallen Order and Jedi Survivor. Now I think this might happen, but I think if Star Wars Jedi Fallen Order and Survivor do release for the Nintendo Switch, I think it's going to be more of a Switch 2 release instead of a Switch 1, because I think last month, towards the end of January, the Switch 2 did get Final Fantasy VII Remake, the integrated version of Final Fantasy VII Remake, and I think that's where the Star Wars Jedi games could also be released on. So because for me, I've only played Fallen Order and I've seen bits of Survivor, and I think with the way that with Fallen Order and Survivor runs on, I think they would probably run a whole lot better on the Switch 2 than the Switch one, because the original Switch, is like or I think almost 10 years old. It's basically a really old console, and I think it won't be able to run those two Star Wars games, and I think those two games will probably run a whole lot, well, basically run a whole lot better on the Switch 2, and they'll probably run quite well, so let's see if they do announce it. And for number one is Final Fantasy VII Rebirth. Now, Final Fantasy VII Remake Integrate did release not next week, last month, so I think towards the end of January, and I think we could potentially see some sort of announcement for a release date for Final Fantasy VII Rebirth, not remake. And I think because remake is still fairly new when it comes to the Switch 2, I think Rebirth will probably be released in like April, May, maybe June-ish, somewhere around that time, probably like halfway through the year, maybe, because Final Fantasy VII Remake just released, so I don't think Nintendo will just want to bring over Rebirth just now. So I think they're probably going to wait, and they'll probably still make some sort of announcement, but they'll be like, "Oh, the release date is to be determined. We're probably going to release it somewhere halfway through the year or something like that." But I feel like, yeah, and I think Rebirth is probably going to do well on Switch. From what I've seen, it does run fairly okay. So hopefully with Rebirth, we do get to see it be released on the Switch too. So yeah. So that's been my top 5 announcements that could be shown off at the Nintendo Partners Direct. I hope you enjoyed this video. Don't forget to like, share, and subscribe. And I'll see you in the next video.